Okay, this is the next episode in repairing these push mowers that I find. This one is a little unusual. It's in the typical horrible condition. It's been left outside and is covered in what we call oak tags in my part of the country. It's got a bunch of funky spider webs hanging off of it. There you can see the buildup there. It's an old Murray. It was made in 2003, February 1st, 2003. And the thing that's unusual about this one, and one I think it'll be fun to work on, is the self-propelled system. There's a big gear that comes out the size of the engine, and it's going to connect to, I've seen some of these before. If I remember right, it's a huge like bicycle chain that's underneath this cover. It may be a belt, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be a big bicycle chain. So this is pretty unique mower. Just on first glance, let's take a look at it. If I push the engine brake down, the kill switch barely moves. So I've definitely got to look at that, because it may be malfunctioning. But I think it takes off enough of the engine brake to where I can pull the cord, if I remember right. And it does. And got good compression, okay? So let's get it up on the operating table. I'm not even gonna try to adjust those cut level adjusters, because I don't expect them to be completely funky. And probably I could move them even if I wanted to, but so I'm gonna try and get it up on the table without that. And I step it up there. So there we go. It's on the table. It's been used a lot because it's worn the tread off these front wheels pretty much. So let me take let's check the oil in this thing. Now, I did tilt it, so this won't be an accurate reading, but let's just see if it's got some. Yes, it does. So that's encouraging. All right, I'm going to set the camera down, and we're going to see what's going on with this weird old mower. The action on these things, the repairs, usually end up being carburetor issues, so I'm going to focus on that area for now. I don't know if you can see all the spider webs and junk up here. That looks like the wrong spark plug in the mower. The other thing that's interesting on this mower is look how high up it sits. It sits on that plastic riser. And it's probably so that gear on the other side clears the deck, is be my guess, is one reason. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at underneath the air filter and see if it's even got one. Obviously this mower's been worked on, because I see a non-standard hose clamp. That's a non-standard plug. Let me get some of these horrible spider webs out of the way. what brand that is. Let me get a screwdriver just to, I want to look underneath this air filter, see how bad it is. Oh, somebody's, yeah. That's too stiff, so I'm gonna get a 5/16 socket on here. I'm gonna move it that way because somebody's tightened it so hard, they've tightened it too tight. I'm gonna get this on here and get this off. There we go. Hey, it's got an air filter. And it doesn't look too bad. Let's hold it up to the light. And I think I see some light coming through. My flashlight's over across the room. Let me get that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but see that light shining through there? So that means this filter is okay. I mean, unless it's got holes in it, and I'm not seeing any holes in the paper. So that filter is probably going to be all right. This light is passing through it. And this is remarkably clean under here. I'm a little amazed by that. But, you know, the filter was doing its job, I guess. That's pretty nasty. Okay, so we've taken a look under there. I want to go ahead and get that plug out while I'm thinking about it, because I don't think that is what's supposed to be in there. Look and see what. I think it's an auto light. If it is an auto light, that's definitely wrong. People just sometimes just stick old plugs they pull out of their cars on these mowers. Let's see what we got here. This is an Autolite 295, and as you guys know, that is an incorrect plug. So we'll set that over there for later. And let me find a correct plug. This is my container of plugs I want to test. I'm not going to put a new one in there until I test one of my old ones here. This is a Champion. I'm sorry, it's a Briggs and Stratton, so it doesn't get any better than that. That gap looks pretty good. Let's see if there's not seeing a bunch of crud on it. Let me check that gap again though. Might as well be sure since it's out. That's very acceptable. 0.030, 0.031. Let's put this guy in here. And since I'm working on it, I'm not going to attach the spark plug wire. But at least I got a plug in there to keep debris out and stuff like that. I'm going to tighten this, but not over tighten it. I think it'll be just about perfect. So there's my plug. All right, I've got two Phillips head screws up here that hold this vanity cover on. I do like to look under here in case there's old mouse nests or spiders or wasp nests, things like that. They're going to come out and hurt somebody. That's one of the long vanity cover screws. There's two sizes on these mowers. There's long and short. These are the long ones. Alright. I'm gonna hope I don't get stung by a wasp or bit by a black widow. So, okay, let's slowly turn this over, and I'm looking. I don't see anything dangerous, so that's good. And more of these damn oak tags. Now somebody definitely worked on this. They got a screw type hose clamp on both ends of the fuel line. So maybe this carburetor's okay. Let me look underneath. Don't look too bad. It's dirty on the outside, so it's probably not new. I'm going to see if I can adjust the level on this while I've got it up here. Let's see if these even move. Now they seem to be pretty frozen. It's kind of a hint when you see the adjuster bent like that because somebody's damaged it. Let me try again. Oh, okay, it went that time. Okay, I've got it pretty high up. I got it from the one shy of as high as it will go. Let me try and do that one over there. Oh man, let's go about this one. Okay, it went. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's even and high, which is the way I like them in the front anyway. This weird foam insulation stuff is just laying around in hunks on this mower. This mower doesn't have a bag or anything. It's just got this side discharge chute. I do see a blade under there, so it's got a blade on it. Let's see if there's fuel in here. No, there's no fuel. It's not visible in the tank. It's been set level enough, long enough now to where I can check the oil level. When I first put it on the table, I have to tilt it back, and that affects the reading, but it's been sitting level long enough now, so let's take a look. That's not too bad. So I'll reinsert that. And it is in the safe zone. I hope you can see that. So it's in the crosshatches. It's not completely full. And the oil is not black, so that's good. This means I probably don't have a blown head gasket. Knock some more of these spider webs off here. Let me get my camera here because I want to show you something. I'm going to check this kill switch and look. What we're looking for is movement. Right there, there'll be if this is working, this will slightly move as the kill switch operates. So I'm going to push the handle down with my right hand, and we're going to watch this and see if it moves. Okay, I'm not seeing anything, so I'm expecting this kill switch is gonna have to be adjusted. I'll either adjust it here and up there by unscrewing this piece, unscrew it this way, give me a little more travel, and then unscrew this one up here a few turns, give me a little more travel, and maybe this kill switch will work, but we'll know for sure in a minute, because I'm going to take off this fuel tank and rewinder in order to get under there and look at that. So let's do that. But that's really enough for now. So when you come back, we're going to take a look at that kill switch and make sure that maybe why this mower isn't running, or they didn't think it ran, because it was in the turn off position.